I want to give you all a certain perspective of how important each of you in this room are, not just at a national level, but at an international level. Let me explain how. So Sindhu and I actually travel quite frequently, at least twice a year, thrice a year, across the world, trying to understand what are the best practices that we can bring into education in India. And across my travels, I've observed that there are two countries in the world that everybody's looking up to: China and India. If you talk about China, China is known to be the factory of the world. They have manufacturing, every goods and services that you're seeing today that you feel across is probably Chinese made, not just in India, but across the world. But India is viewed as the office of the world. Why India is viewed as the office of the world is because of the intellectual power that we built in this country. We have built world's best doctors and engineers. All the research that's happening in pharmaceutical industry, in the new research, robotics, all these are by Indian doctors, which you and I are not aware of, but they're all happening across the world through the Indians. Now, if you observe that if India has that position in the world, it's because of institutions like ours who have created an education system and have made the education system so broad-based that it's reaching out to each and every person, even the common man. Let's go to 20 years ago. My father was in the civil services. Okay, both my uncles are doctors in America. Doctor and engineer were very elite professions. Only the elite people in society got into the IITs. Only the biggest businessmen or bureaucrats or those who had a lot of resources in their life could become big doctors. But today, because of education system like the Narayana Group, we have been able to give opportunity to even the common man to be competitive at not just a national stage, but at an international stage, and bring laurels back to this country. So a lot of times people ask me, what role is an education institution playing in this big bad world that we have? So this is the great role that an education institution like ours is playing in the big massive world that we are. How important that each of you who qualifying these examinations are bringing laurels to not just yourself, not just your family, not just your school, not just your state, but also for our country. I also want to congratulate not just the doctors that we produce, but also the vast number of engineers that come out of the Narayana Group of institutions. Today we have a wide alumnus of about 1 million students, about 10 lakh students who have graduated from Narayana Group and are all across the world. The next event that I'm going to ask our deans here is to organize a way to bring back our alumni, like how you have done today with doctors. Also, all the great engineers that are passed out from us, bring them back to our institution and show them and inspire the next generation of students. The most important, we have 3.5 lakh students studying in our classrooms today who are going to be citizens of the nation in the future. They need inspiration, they need leadership, they need to be told what to focus on, what's important in life, how you should think about the world around you and not just for your personal glory. These are some of the things that we must train our students. While the 11th and 12th standard is the most important years of your life, trust me, it is. However, you may say, no, marks are not important, where we study is not important. It is very, very important if you think of your future. Not just which school you study in, but the fact that you're able to take up a task, the fact that you can take up a challenge, take up a target and say, look, I want to become a doctor, I want to get in this college, I want to become an engineer, I want to get into the IITs or the NITs or wherever, and I want to focus my energy for 2 years or 4 years or 5 years and achieve that goal. Achieving that goal gives you a certain fulfillment, which is very important when you go into your workplace, in your future life, when you become parents, it's that skill that's very important, because India is highly competitive, and we're all aware of India is not what it was 20 years ago. It's very, very difficult to make something of yourself in India, to become a quality professional, to become a businessman even, to become a bureaucrat like Dr. Harsha was, to become a great cardiologist like Dr. Srinivas is. It's not easy to be right at the top because we all live in a pyramid. the pyramid structure, there's a lot at the bottom, but as you go to the top, it gets steeper and steeper. And this education that you're getting today will give you the skills that will make you achieve the highest level of that pyramid. So I want to end by once again congratulating all of you, all the parents also. I want to mention that none of these would be possible without the support of parents. So you share the same success of your children. I remember my mom and dad were very proud when my brother and I became chartered accountants. They shared the same success that we felt. Our parents also felt the same. And I'm sure that you parents have also made sacrifices for your children's education, for sacrifice not just financially, but also from a time and effort perspective. Probably given up things that you wanted to do with your life for your children's goals. So I want to also congratulate you and all these students and wish you all the best for your future. Become good doctors, become good engineers, be part of nation building, and remember that you have a responsibility towards society, not just towards yourself and your family, and you will become great people. That what our country truly deserves today and what our Prime Minister keeps talking about in all these speeches that he makes, that India is a young country, and the young country that all of you are part of, and you are the future of this country. Thank you so much.